World of YouTube. Careful sight here. What you are looking at is Google Docs and my story I started writing, and it is called Trifold Dressing Walls. Now normally you would sit back, relax of the tall tale I'm going to tell. Due to a folding dressing wall I seen on the side of the road. It's too bad I couldn't get an image up. Well, I will have the image up. I'll have it up in the description photo pic. But something about them walls, because they, of course, are built way back in the day. Well, I'm gonna explain a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna do another narrative. But due to a dream I had this morning, I think I have my friggin' ending. And so far, everything I've been writing has been going good. But I wanted to do a little intro on this, because hopefully I'm gonna be able to, do this right. I want to do this right. Of course, my stories, when I narrate them, I like people to sit back, relax. If you want good haunting stories too, H.P. Lovecraft. And if you've ever watched a video on YouTube, which they have now, they have narrators, telling his stories, of course. And that's what I try to do to bring into my stories, is the image I want you to have of, my words, my writing. And, of course, if you're reading some of it now, you have to be in suspense until I get the rest of it up. And I know one thing, so far, as you can see, this has been going pretty well. So I at least right now have, I want to say, maybe 2 parts. I don't know how I'm going to do this, because usually if I have a long story, I got to do it in 2, 3 parts. Part 1, 2, and 3, of course. But, I'm going to see if I can stick to just 3 parts. But usually I only do that is because I like to get comments. Now, if anybody don't know, there's other short stories I have up. And a lot of these stories that I do have up are dreams I've had also. Some of them are, made up out of my head, but a lot of them are dreams. And the ending of this, when you get to it, oh man, will be a dream. And usually when I have good dreams too, I document them, reveal them. But because it's going to be the ending of my story, yeah, you got to wait till the end. Now, like I said, if you want to check out my other short horror stories, Horror in the Funhouse. Now, there was one that I called Dogs from Hell, and I just kept it that way. But between that dream, which was a dream, or Dog from Hell, whichever I put. I think I put dogs, but it was only a single dog in the friggin' dream. But that one and another dream I had I've talked about the Pinto, working on the Ford Pinto in the junkyard, crossing a line barrier. And the dream comes to me and makes sense now. as someone did mention skinwalkers. Now, I had a little knowledge of skinwalkers, heard of the skinwalkers, but up until that point, I wasn't even thinking of them. And them, I've had massive dreams of, especially dogs, wolves at one point, demented-looking wolves staring at me through a building at a cemetery that I went to in Rhode Island, near H.P. Lovecraft's, where he's located. It ain't the cemetery I seen in my dream, but the one next to it. This one was a private one, and yeah, I don't know what the hell that was, but that dream I had, boy, and that's up on video too. Because when I pulled into that driveway and to the beginning of that cemetery, man, the deja vu or whatever it was, that dream led me to a place, of course, and that I've never been. And that's what I like about dreams, man. They can lead you to things, they can lead you to short horror stories, or they can just be a message. Whatever the case may be, always document your dreams. And if you're a short horror story or like to write diddle-dally and that stuff, put it in a story, for crying out loud. But this one I had this morning, man, if it couldn't have been more perfect to fit into this story, and it just, I can't believe what I was dreaming, though. The only thing I can say, it's going to be altered a little, because in the dream, it was like, I don't know, I was like someone's father and husband, and I had a wife, and I had a kid, and we're running from something. Can't reveal it, but yeah, that was pretty much the whole thing. But the way it was set, the way it happened, oh man, it was friggin' awesome. And as soon as I got up, I'm like, oh, that I gotta friggin' have to. First thing that came to mind was this story. I gotta put it in there. I was gonna start the story today, but I'm gonna do an intro, get you all, spoofed up for this, so you can get excited. Hopefully, get excited, because this is a pretty cool story. And the imagination on it, how it came about, was once again leading back to that trifold dressing wall. I will put that up in the pics. You can check it out. If anybody don't know what them are, them are like, you can get up to about 5, short pieces that fold together. You pull it out, of course. I'm not trying to insult people, but when you pull it out, it looks like a wall, but it's got to stay folded to stand up. Just to give you an idea if you never heard of it. Orientals used to make them, and I don't know where they origin from originally. I haven't looked that up yet. But wherever it did start, I would like, I'm going to be putting into my story of where they started from, but I have a twist of why they were made. So, but you have to wait for that revealing. And it does reveal it early in the story, but, I can't let you know the secret till the story starts. And you'll know where it's going, of course, when it starts, but the idea that I got from this thing is standing on the side. I should have took it home with me, but I got so much stuff in the house now, I ain't got no friggin' room. But it was an antique, so I should have took it. It had the nice woodman's handcrafted designs on it. So with that being said, them things, when they were made back in the day, they were made damn good. And designed craftsmanship wise also. And that's what I like about them. But also, to me, they have a little kind of darkness to it. Because if you watch old movies and you see like women, hey, hang on a sec while I slip into something more comfortable. In the 30s and 40s movies, say so the 50s. It's like, why would you have that? It's kind of just bizarre. Because the fact that me, thinking about Christ. See, I'm glad I didn't start this story. Thinking about someone getting dressed in a room and all you have to do is just knock over a frickin' wall. Oh, I can see you type thing. It's just creepy to me. I would always sit there and watch old movies, and when that thing would come up and someone would do it, it would give me a creepy feeling. It also make me think of other things. But the main majority of that thing would be how people, let me slip into something more comfortable. Why don't you go in the other room or go in the damn bathroom or something? Not sit there and, get dressed in from somebody and say so the wall actually fell down and you're bare naked, and it's like, what the I don't know. It's something weird to me anyways. But it also made me think of something else. And that's what inspired this story. So, with that being said, hope everybody enjoys it. Because I haven't written a story in a while now, and when something good comes up, it's like, I gotta write this. And I did get something, I don't know, I did something with the short and scary stories. And I still have the email, but of course I go on it. Everything is like page not found type thing. It's like, you son of a bitch. And who knows, they maybe have taken my story and I said they published it maybe. But I ain't getting no royalties out of it. Go figure, here I am thinking one day I'd get paid, but messed me all up. But I have my stories that I wrote on that site on YouTube too. Because hey, they're my stories. The only way to copyright them right is to put them on YouTube, I think. They had that old-fashioned way of doing copywriting is mail it to yourself. But YouTube is the next best thing because you have a channel, it's your content, and they have all the copyright strikes if someone takes it. So, with that being said, this whole thing though with the story, something I've always liked to do, something I've tried doing when I was younger and drunk, but of course, being drunk led me to nothing, led me to brokenness. I found a publisher that could have published a lot of my stuff at the time, but yeah, it's the thing of, is it a scam because of the money wise? So I didn't follow through with it. But YouTube came along, and here I am, so excuse me. So we're going to start this story in the next video. Intro, this is. Intro, because I got to explain this out the right way. I want everybody to get prepared for what they're going to read. And of course, you can't get none of the information till the story starts. But I am excited to have gotten back into something like this. Because, shit, I would love one day to have a movie. Make a movie out of my movies. I mean, I got the Villisca Warrior up. That was one of my recent ones. What else did I get up? Just a whole bunch. If you look up short horror stories in my search, and they all should, a lot of them should come up and check them out. Always remember to turn off the light, sit back, relax, get ready for the horror that my mind brings. And of course, a lot of my stories are built on also, evil people. But that person stopping an evil person, just the mere fact that the evil that is out there like to be the defender of the faith, as the Judas Priest album says. So, anyways, till the next video, be safe, take care. Try to read some of my other short stories. This one's in the making. I'm not even near done with this one, so I'm hoping to get it into 3 parts. Because the way I'm coming out with these, I in the dream this morning is going to make it wow. Until that time, folks, that's right. Gotta wait. How do you keep someone in suspense? I'll tell you tomorrow. Out.